Right, sir.
his very strong relations with Prime Minister Modi
Let
and
me
with
also
India.
rope in Gautam Mukherjee. Gautam, obviously, the Prime Minister has been very passionate about honoring the legacy of our soldiers. You know, this is not the first time or the first cemetery that he's gone to. If you remember, in 2014, he did the same in Canberra, in Australia. He did the same in Singapore in 2015. He did the same in France in 2014 as well, when he visited the Neuve Chapelle cemetery in France again. So obviously, and he became the first Prime Minister, Gautam, to do so. You know, in all of these places where our forgotten soldiers are resting. And let's not forget that he likes to spend his Diwali, you know, with soldiers and the, you know, people who are guarding our nation at the border. Speaks a lot for a man you know, who is deeply passionate, profoundly passionate about India's legacy and India's future. Perhaps I can sum it up in this compendium that the Prime Minister is here at this point in time to honor a legacy as well as to create one for the future.
Well, I think there is a great sense of history that this Prime Minister has. And that is why he, you know, last week or so, he was at the Kumbh. He is constantly traveling all over India and linking with all the heritage and culture as well as the politics involved. Similarly, when he goes abroad, and as you rightly pointed out, the Indians have sent 2 million Indians to the First World War, again another 2 million to the Second World War. They were involved in some very important battles, and they have done many heroic things. And unfortunately, in the intervening years, both the Europeans as well as the Indian leadership seems to have forgotten their contribution. Well, Mr. Modi is different. He is making a very strong point that not only do we have the Indian diaspora everywhere, but India has contributed to the March of Freedom by fighting in all the difficult wars, the 2 world wars, liberation of Haifa, which was, you know, now it's part of this route to Europe that we're talking of. Adani is developing the Haifa port, but we liberated Haifa. And the Israel people are most grateful about it. If you see the monument just outside Teen Murti Bhavan in Delhi, it is to do with the liberation of Haifa. So, you know, there's a lot more than the here and now, which he also attends to very, you know, earnestly. We're talking of particularly fusion nuclear power. We're talking of this route through Marseille as well. At the same time, we're talking about the AI. We're going to move next to the United States. But this is not to forget the past. The past, the present leads to the future. Vineet.